you guys, and welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel. Today I am doing something I've never done, but I'm really excited for it and I think it's going to help a lot. Breakfast is my favorite meal of the day, but it is often skipped on because people don't have time in the morning, or they're in a rush, or they don't have energy, so they either end up not having breakfast or they end up grabbing something shitty that's gonna last them half an hour and they're gonna feel even hungrier afterwards. So I am gonna give you 3 high protein breakfasts that you can meal prep for the week that take less than 15 minutes to make, are gonna keep you satiated and full for the whole morning, and are so freaking delicious. So we are going to be making an overnight Bircher muesli, chia seed pudding, and a butter beans, which you can put on toast. You can have it with eggs. Do what you want with it. The world is your oyster. First up, let's go make some overnight Bircher muesli. So this recipe is literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ingredients and will take you 5 minutes. You can prep as many portions as you want of this and keep it in the fridge for later in the week. Into a jar that you can put in the fridge, you're going to put 30 grams of oats, 30 grams of wheat bix. If you don't want to put both of them, you can pick one or the other. I just really like the different textures that you get. The oats gives you a really porridgey kind of taste, and then the wheat bix adds like a nice crunch. You're going to take your 30 grams of wheat bix and you're going to break it into the oats. You can crumble it as fine or as thick as you'd like. Once that's all crumbled, you're going to set that aside and you're going to chop up 40 grams of apple, which is about half of an apple. Then you're going to take your chopped apple and you're going to put it in your jar. Once that is done, you are going to add in 1 tablespoon of maple syrup. And here's a hack with maple syrup. Put it in the fridge because it lasts so much longer. 15 mils of maple syrup, or 1 tablespoon. You can also use honey or sugar or sweetener. Once that is done, you are going to add in half a cup of almond milk, or whatever milk you choose, and add it in there. I want you to give it a good mix and really just combine everything. You're going to let it set for 2 minutes before adding in your final ingredient. Now that we have left our wheat bix to set for 2 minutes, you're going to add in 100 grams of cottage cheese. I've used low-fat cottage cheese, but you can use fat-free, full cream, whatever. And cottage cheese just adds a really nice amount of protein and creaminess, and it's just going to be delicious. So add in your cottage cheese, and then you're going to give this a big mix until it is all combined. Now that this is done, you're going to pop the lid on, put it in the fridge. You can either eat it as is, or you can leave it until the morning, grab it on the go, top it with some extra crushed nuts, and you have an easy high protein breakfast. I'm going to pop this in the fridge now, and this is going to be my breakfast tomorrow morning. Now that we have one breakfast done, I'm going to move on to the next one. And I'm going to attempt doing this one standing like this because it is that easy. We are going to make a chia seed pudding in our jar here. 45 grams of chia seeds, which is about 3 tablespoons. And you're just going to put that straight in your jar without spilling. Next, you're going to add 1 scoop or 20 grams of protein powder of your choice. You can leave this out, but I like to add it in just to give the chia seed pudding a nice protein pack to it. The one thing I love about chia seed pudding is you can literally make it any flavor you want. So I'm going to be making a simple plain vanilla one, and then I'm going to top it in the morning with some yogurt and fruit. So I'm just going to add about half a teaspoon of vanilla. You know, I'm just going to finish the bottle. Next up, some maple syrup. You don't need to add this, but if you do want a little bit extra sweetness, then you're just going to add in 1 tablespoon of maple syrup. And same with the overnight Bircher muesli. is you can add honey, maple syrup, sweetener, sugar, whatever lights your soul on fire. Maple syrup is delicious. Then straight into your jar, you are going to add in half a cup of milk of your choice. I once again have used almond milk, but you can use soya milk, oat milk, dairy milk. Add that in. This is literally it for the base. So once you've added in all your ingredients, just grab a spoon and give it a good mix. Really mix it well because you don't want any of that protein powder to clump inside. So if you wanted to change this up a bit, you could add a different type of protein powder. You could add chocolate protein powder. You could also just add some cocoa powder to it. Add mashed banana. You could add matcha powder to it. Literally any flavorings of your choice you could basically turn this into. You could add date syrup. Once that is all mixed, you are going to have a very lovely frog egg mixture, and you are going to pop a lid on this, put it in the fridge, and then it will be nice and thick like a pudding tomorrow. Personally, I'll top mine with some yogurt, sliced banana, sliced figs, whatever you want you can put on it. You can put granola on top of it, you can put yogurt, dates, nuts, anything that your heart desires. We have 2 sweet breakfasts that we are going to put in the fridge, and we can have these later in the week. And then lastly, we're going to move on to our savory breakfast. Now our savory breakfast is going to be a harissa butter bean, which you can prep, and then all you need to do in the morning is heat up your toast or heat up some roasted veggies, whatever you decide to have it with. So I'm going to prep the harissa butter beans now, which are so easy, and you can literally make a huge batch, put it in the fridge, and you've got breakfast and even potentially lunch or dinner sorted for the week. By prepping your breakfast and making sure that you have things that are ready and in the fridge that you can literally just grab and walk out the door, it's going to really help you make sure that you are getting in enough protein, enough nutrient-dense foods that are going to fuel you for the whole day, keep you feeling really satiated, nice and full, nice and energized, and also they taste delicious. We just need a caffeine kick because caffeine runs through my blood. Okay, back to the show. Let's make harissa butter bean. I'm just going to turn on my cute little contraption, and I'm going to heat up a pan to about a medium low heat. That is shit hot. So a medium low heat. And don't forget to spray your pan with non-stick spray first. So when our pan is nice and hot, we are going to add a nice little teaspoon of grated garlic or chopped garlic, and just let that get a little bit fragrant. Now I am just going to be making 1 portion today, but you can literally double this up, triple this up, however many portions you want for the week, and then just keep it in the fridge in an airtight container and heat up when you want. I am just going to go in with 200 grams of drained and rinsed cannellini beans or butter beans, but you could literally use whatever bean you wanted. So you're going to add in your beans and give them a nice mix until they're coated nicely with the garlic, and you can just turn your heat down. You don't want it too high. Once they are heated, you're going to go through with 1 teaspoon of harissa. So this is just rose harissa, which is the one I had, but whatever harissa you can use. And I really love harissa. I think it's just such a beautiful flavor. And give it a mix, and you're going to see it's going to turn the beans a beautiful red color. Once these are nicely mixed through, you are going to go in 1 tablespoon of Greek yogurt, which is going to make this nice and creamy. And just give this a mix. Top it with some salt and pepper. Give it 1 last stir. And these are your beans done for meal prep. I'll toast a piece of bread, pop this over, drizzle it with a little bit of olive oil, maybe top it with some greens, maybe a poached egg. And that is my breakfast or even lunch sorted for the week. So there we have it. That is 3 high protein, 15-minute, easy, quick breakfast preps that you can make. I'm gonna go eat this now, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please let me know down below in the comments what else you would like to see from me. This is something super different to anything that I've done before, but really I wish when I was first starting my health and nutrition and fitness journey that I knew easy, quick meals that tasted nice, that were gonna save me time, save me effort, because that is what is gonna get you results, and that is what's gonna help you stick to them.